Yeah, after waiting for 5 minutes, if as nobody joined, actually, I might as well make use of the time that actually I'm logging in just to start, detailing what I mean by WSC. First and foremost, acknowledgement to whoever I've already registered into this particular group, in the sense here, whoever has joined into the WSC community. So this is something I intend to do ongoingly on every Sunday, 8 a.m. I may actually change the time a little bit if this is very early. I don't think it's very early for those who want to actually make it. But anyway, so first and foremost, if when I say WSC, will skill chill clues for overcoming transition blues. That's I'm just trying to find where my book is actually, so that I can show that. So this is anyway, this is anyway will skill chill clues for overcoming transition blues. That's the first three letters WSC. But that's, I call this as just the solution elements actually, not the problem elements. Problem is obviously when you're in the middle of worthwhile endeavors. That is, life is the most worthwhile endeavor, isn't it? So when you are in the middle of worthwhile endeavors, how do you move forward? How do you move forward in the sense, of course, we all move forward, but we get stopped in many ways. So just to articulate that so-called life problem, also, I want to use WSC. Basically, there are two. I mean, this is actually already explained in a LinkedIn article, but I'm actually trying to detail for those people who want to, who don't have, who have not had a chance to look at it. WSC stands, as far as I'm concerned, it has got many possible explanations or interpretations, but WSC, why short on cheese? Okay. So anyway, that's where, cheese is, it could be money, it could be health and wellness, could be relationships. That's where actually I'm just connecting it. This overall change management problem now. So because this is overall change management problem, I want to already relate to already a lot of work that has happened. Who moved my cheese is one of the famous change management parable out there, but not now. It is late 90s, but change management is something that is ever present challenge. As you go from one stage of life to another stage of life, change management is is like those waves uh, in the sea. They keep coming. Okay. uh, all right, it looks like there is somebody who just joined. uh, Looks like Sainik is.
Ajay, good morning.
Very good morning, Sainik. So
Sorry,
I
sir, I just went outside on a
no problem at all.
just
No problem at all. Actually,
sir.
I'm actually recording myself since 8/5, and I started talking about what I mean by WSC. I started showing the book and I started talking about it. Anyway, this session is getting recorded because I got myself
Okay.
what do you call, lot of space on drive. I've taken additional space on the drive, so that I'll just put those sessions in recording. Anybody, because I intend to make these conversations actually. This is about change
Yes.
management challenge. uh, Sainikit, I know I'm recording, so if you are not comfortable in unmuting your video, I'm fine with that. uh, because it
No, sir, I just yeah. Currently, the place where I am,
that's
I mean,
fine. That's
it's not.
absolutely fine. That's right.
Uh,
Absolutely fine. Just that, if somebody's seeing this recording, they should not think that, okay, I'm only talking to myself. Although I was talking to myself until now, because I was in the middle of trying to explain what WSC I mean, what I mean by WSC. So I was only trying to tell that I have a background of beach. Okay, I think somebody else is also joining.
Actually, your voice is breaking up, sir.
My voice is breaking up. Is it better now?
It's better now.
All right. Nagaraj garu, hi.
Hello, I'm traveling, sir. I'm just dialed in from my cell phone.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Actually, oh wow. Traveling at
Yeah, I'm not yet started. Not yet started. I just before leaving, I just joined.
Oh wow, I really appreciate. California na Dallas ekkada?
Dallas, sir.
Oh.
So it's 9:30 in the 9:40 in the night.
డల్లాస్ నుంచి ఉల్లాసంగా బయలుదేరుతున్నారు ఇండియాకి.
Yeah, on Tuesday night your time.
Oh nice. ఇంకా ఇంకా ఎల్లుండి బయలుదేరుతారా?
Tuesday. మీ టైం లో నైట్.
మీరు దీనికి ఏదో కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ ఉంటుంది ఏదో అని చెప్పారు.
ఇప్పుడు భజన అయిపోయి ఇప్పుడు ఇంటికి బయలుదేరుతున్నా.
నైస్ నైస్. ఓకే, యాక్చువల్ గా నేను 8 o'clock స్టార్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత 8:05 కి I started I had the recording session and I started actually talking about what I mean by WSC అని చెప్పి చేంజ్ ప్రాబ్లం చెప్పడానికి అక్కడ బీచ్ ఉంది కదా, బీచ్ లో కెరటాలు వస్తున్నాయి కదా, వేవ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి కదా, లైక్ దట్ చేంజ్ ఇస్ యూ కెన్ నెవర్ ఎవర్ ఎస్కేప్ చేంజ్ జస్ట్ లైక్ ది వేవ్స్. అంటే ఐఎమ్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ ఎ మెటఫరికల్ థింకింగ్ పర్సన్.
Okay.
So
are you done or are you starting?
No, I just started.
Okay.
I just started. So I intend to do this. See, last Sunday night start చేశాను. అప్పుడు ఆ అబ్బాయి ఒకటే వచ్చాడు, సాయి నిఖిత్ అనే అబ్బాయి జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు. తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు మన వాట్సాప్ లో అంటే ఇప్పుడు 10 మంది అయ్యారు యాక్చువల్లీ ఆల్రెడీ. బట్ somebody may make it, somebody may not make it. But then first and foremost, what I intend to say is a problem stating is half of problem solving. Everybody knows that. Everybody who is like at least an IT person, IT solution practitioner, been into agile in this fragile world will actually relate to the fact that problem is more important than solution. Because మీకు గుర్తుందా ఒక మూవీలో వేణుమాధవ్ సార్ మీరు క్వశ్చన్స్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత నేను ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాలా, మీరు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత నేను క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారా అని అడుగుతాడు వాడు. మీరు గుర్తుందా అది ఆ మూవీ?
లేదు సార్, నాకు కొంచెం తక్కువే.
నేను కొంచెం మూవీ సిచ్యుయేషన్స్ తో రిలేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటా, ఎందుకంటే మనకి ట్రైనింగ్ అండ్ ఫెసిలిటేషన్ అన్నది బెడ్ అండ్ బ్రెటర్ గా ఉండేది కాబట్టి ఒకప్పుడు. సో దిల్ అనే మూవీ ఉంటుంది, ఆ క్లిప్ ఎప్పుడైనా పెడతానులేండి. ఆ క్లిప్ పెట్టి దాన్ని రికార్డ్ చేసి చెప్తాను, ఎందుకంటే జనాలు కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు. సో బేసిక్ గా ఏంటంటే హీరోయిన్ ఉంటుంది, హీరోయిన్ కేమో ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అంటే కాలేజ్ సీట్ ఇచ్చే సీన్. యాక్చువల్లీ సాయినిక, డూ యు నో దిస్ పర్టిక్యులర్ సిచ్యుయేషన్ ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్?
No sir, I'm unable to recall.
అయితే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఆ క్లిప్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నాను ఫర్ ఎనీబడీస్ బెనిఫిట్. ఓకే,
షూర్.
సో ఆ క్లిప్ నేను ప్లే చేస్తాను బికాస్ దట్స్ లైక్ సచ్ ఎ ఫనీ క్లిప్. ఓకే, సి ఇప్పుడు ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ ఎవ్రీ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఓకే, మనం కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పక్కర్లేదు ఎవరికిను. తెలుగు మూవీ ఇది తెలుగు మూవీ కాబట్టి, అంటే తెలుగు వచ్చిన వాళ్ళే కాబట్టి మనం చేయొచ్చు.
Yes sir, we can relate to.
దిల్ అంటే హిందీ దిల్ వస్తుంది, తెలుగు దిల్ కావాలి. క్లిప్ సౌండ్ వినబడుతుందా?
వినపడుతుంది.
Get a salary like the top 1% of Indians by mastering just one.
అప్పట్లో బుట్టో, ఇప్పుడు ముష.
నందిని నందిని
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. నీ సర్టిఫికెట్స్ ఇవ్వమ్మా.
ఇంతమంది వచ్చారేంట్రా అల్లుడు? ఇప్పటికే ఏజ్ బారైపోయింది. మనకి సీట్ దొరుకుతుందంటవా?
సినిమాకి టికెట్స్ దొరికితే లేదని నేను టెన్షన్ పడుతుంటే నీ కూడా ఏంటి మాయా?
ఓ నాయను,
ఓకే అమ్మా, నీ సీట్ కన్ఫర్మ్ అయింది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
వెల్కమ్.
సీట్ వస్తుందో రోజు టెన్షన్ గా ఉందిరా.
నీకు వస్తుందో రాదో కానీ నాకు మాత్రం గ్యారంటీగా వస్తుంది.
నీకు వస్తుందిరా, నువ్వు ఏదో ఒకటి మాయ చేస్తావు, మాయగాడివి నువ్వు. అమ్మయ్య, ఈ అమ్మాయి అడుగు తెలుసు.
సత్యవతి,
ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ. సిస్టర్ సిస్టర్
యా, వాట్ కెన్ ఐ డూ ఫర్ యూ?
సిస్టర్, నో ఇంగ్లీష్, ఓన్లీ తెలుగు. లోపల ఏమడుగుతున్నారు?
క్వశ్చన్స్.
అవేంటో కాస్త చెప్పగలరా?
క్వశ్చన్స్ మాత్రమే చెప్పనా, ఆన్సర్స్ కూడా చెప్పాలా?
అది మీరే కొంచెం ఆలోచించాలి సిస్టర్.
సరే, రాసుకోండి.
ఓ, చెప్పండి.
ఇండియాకి స్వాతంత్రం ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది?
ఏం చెప్పాలి సిస్టర్?
1857 నుంచి స్ట్రగుల్ చేస్తే 1947 లో వచ్చింది.
నెక్స్ట్.
పాకిస్తాన్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఎవరు?
ఎవరు సిస్టర్?
అప్పట్లో భుట్టో, ఇప్పుడు ముషారఫ్.
నెక్స్ట్.
యూత్ దేని వల్ల చెడిపోతుంది?
ఏం చెప్పమంటారు సిస్టర్?
సిగరెట్లు తాగటం, మందు కొట్టడం, అమ్మాయిలతో తిరగటం.
తర్వాత ఏంటి సిస్టర్?
అంతే.
అంతేనా?
వేణు
వచ్చేస్తాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సిస్టర్.
రా బాబు.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. ఏంటి చాలా హ్యాపీగా కనపడుతున్నావు? బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యావా?
ఫుల్ గా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యాను సార్.
ఆ.
సార్ అసలు ప్రాసెస్ ఏంటి సార్? నేను ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్పాక మీరు క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారా? మీరు క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగాక నేను ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాలా? మీకు ఏది బెటర్ అనిపిస్తుంది?
రెండోది బెటర్ అనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే సార్, మీకు ఏది ఈజీ అనిపిస్తే అలాగే ఫైల్ తీసుకోండి సార్.
నీ ఫైల్ చూడక్కర్లేదు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
నువ్వు ఎప్పుడు పుట్టావు?
1857 నుంచి స్ట్రగుల్ చేస్తే 1947 లో పుట్టాను సార్. సీట్ ఇచ్చేస్తారా?
మీ నాన్న పేరేంటి బాబు?
అప్పట్లో బుట్టో, ఇప్పుడు ముషరఫ్. సీట్ ఇచ్చేస్తారా?
అసలు ఈ కాలేజీలో జాయిన్ అయ్యి ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారా నువ్వు?
చెప్తాను సార్. సిగరెట్ లాగడం, మందు కొట్టడం, అమ్మాయిలతో తిరగడం. సీట్ ఇచ్చేస్తారా సార్?
ఇంకొక క్షణం ఎక్కడ ఉన్నావంటే నేనేం చేస్తానో నాకు తెలియదు. పోరా బయటికి.
నాకు సీట్ ఇచ్చినట్టే కదా సార్?
చంపేస్తాను మాట్లాడావంటే పో బయటికి. నీకు సీట్ ఇవ్వను.
ఎందుకేవో నువ్వు అడిగిన ప్రశ్నలన్నిటికీ టప్పి మన ఆన్సర్లు ఇచ్చాడుగా.
రామనాథం గారు, వాడు చెప్పిన ఆన్సర్స్ అండి రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్స్ అండి.
ఇవే ఆన్సర్లు ఆ అమ్మాయి చెప్తే సీట్ ఇచ్చావు.
వీడిని అడిగిన ప్రశ్నలు వేరు, అమ్మాయిని అడిగిన ప్రశ్నలు వేరు.
అంటే వాడు ఇచ్చిన ఆన్సర్లు కరెక్టే, నువ్వు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్లే రాంగ్ అనమాట.
రామనాథం గారు మీకు
So when I write, by the way, I hope everybody stayed so far.
Yeah.
Sure.
So did you relate to this?
Yes, sir, you are able to read.
Basically, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. I'll go on.
లేదు స్టాప్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నాను. బేసిక్ గా కంట్రోల్ సి కంట్రోల్ వి కీస్ డు నాట్ వర్క్ ఇన్ లైఫ్ అన్నప్పుడు నాకు ఈ సీన్ గుర్తొస్తుంది అనమాట. హలో, అచ్చా మీ ఇద్దరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకున్నారా? ఓకే, ఫెయిర్ ఎనఫ్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు
Mute. I'm going on mute, sir. I need to drive home.
no problem. So that's okay. నాగరాజ్ గారు, మీరు డ్రాప్ ఆన్. ఐ రియలీ అప్రిషియేట్ యూ. నేను ప్రతి సండే నేను ఈ టైంకి, అంటే మీరు మీకు సాటర్డే ఈవినింగ్ అవుతుంది, కుదరకపోవచ్చు. బట్ కంట్రోల్ సి కంట్రోల్ వి కీస్ డు నాట్ వర్క్ అప్లై ఇన్ లైఫ్ అనేసరికి నేను అది ఒక థియరీ కాకుండా అది ఒక ప్రాక్టికల్ గా కూడా లింక్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాను అనమాట. ఫెయిర్ ఎనఫ్. Yeah. So basically, problem stating is more important than problem solving when I'm actually trying to say that. I know I can say it in a very serious way, but sometimes, even humor doesn't hurt. You can relate to. Sometimes you just copy the answers, but the questions are wrong. Life is actually like that, a little bit like that. It is changing the question paper all the time. So that's the reason why I'm actually not speaking using a prepared script actually. So and I also don't intend to make it only one way conversation or one way monologue. So hopefully I'll make this group more diverse, and I will also relate to, or I'll get the other person also to speak something, because change is something that we're all dealing with. So I relate to change from both WSC from a problem standpoint, which is why short on cheese. Cheese could be money, could be health, could be relationships, could be happiness, could be fulfillment, could be anything. Why short on cheese or why stale cheese? I know Sai Niket, having attended last week's session, relates to these two terms. Yeah. So anyway, Sai Niket, I'll turn the spotlight to you here. It has already been 1 week since you heard my monologue on change. Any small change you have been actually working on?
No, sir. To be honest, I need to reflect on.
Fair enough. Fair
Uh,
enough. Change is not
Yeah.
something that will happen overnight. That's the reason why I am actually, will be trying to do this in an ongoing basis. And there is so much of information hitting us. There's so much of people giving all sorts of um, download. Okay, you go to YouTube, there is enough download out there. Okay, so I try to use humor. That's why humor in the sense, situational humor, not humor. So I say
This was yeah.
gyan is yarn inducing. Okay, gyan ante ippudu manu పండ కొట్టామనుకోండి,
Yes and all.
వండ కొడితే
Yes.
అవతల వాడు డెఫినెట్ గా ఆవలించేస్తాడు. ఓకే, సో ఐ ఆల్వేస్ ట్రై టు టెల్ దట్ టు మై సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ ట్రై టు మేక్ ఇట్ little more meaningful in terms of not a gyan but more of a dialogue.
Dialogue. Yes.
Yeah, so there are some other people who showed interest, but maybe they will join some other sessions, because anytime anybody is joining this group, at least I am actually personally connecting with them just to understand their brief, their introduction. So it's okay, even if they don't make this the session, but if I make ongoingly recordings available at a link, people can actually look at it. Hopefully maybe sometimes I may have to repeat myself, but then with somebody who has already attended or seen that or heard that, they'll have to yawn a bit when I'm repeating it. Okay, that's the only downside in my approach of trying to talk about this. Of course, I have enough content to talk about, because each of WSC, when we look at it from a solution perspective, will, skill, and chill, I have quite a bit of material to cover, actually. Material in the sense, what I mean by that,
Yes.
Okay. So I, unless, anybody wants to share something specifically, I will definitely not put a spotlight on them, and I'll not make them uncomfortable. But if somebody wants to talk about a change situation, I know Sainikat, you shared something about your situation. I'll try to see how I can try to point more resources in that direction. Yeah. So I have not actually there is a alumni get together I am working on, actually, which will happen in 2 weeks time. I hope to meet this specific person whom I said I'll connect that person to you, because you needed something.
It means a lot, sir. Yeah.
Sure. So because that person, I am out of touch for some time, but that person is actually, if I don't get to that person, I will by physical means, because virtual means anytime anybody can get to, but then we don't know how much mind space they will be able to give. Yeah.
Impactful. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, sir, nothing is urgent. Nothing urgent, and thanks for that. It means a lot.
That's okay. No, the thing is, you. I mean, we had a personal window in which we talked about it, no? So some stuff. But anyway, we can return to that at our own, specific times. But okay. Talking about will, skill, chill, that is WSC elements. I will definitely dedicate specific days where I will talk about each of these elements. But then, problem stating versus problem solving, I was just relating to that example. We need to be very clear about what is the problem that we are actually addressing. So obviously, when we are in the middle of life's undertakings, we either face an issue of obviously the situation changed a lot. Am I still relevant? So which is why you need to that is when obviously something is not short on cheese situation will happen. Sometimes you may not be short on cheese, but then it is not giving you the right kind of, maybe you are just limiting yourself, or you are not playing it full, of course. I know you have attended Ankur Variko's session. I don't have to tell you anything about play it big.
Yes, sir.
What did he say?
Sorry.
What does he say? Sorry, epic. Play epic. What does he say?
Yes, sir. Actually,
Do epic shit. Do epic shit. हाँ, do epic shit करके उसने उसका
the first
उसका
book.
हाँ
Yeah.
do epic
Yeah.
shit.
The first book is do epic shit, and the second one is get epic shit done. And he
so
mentioned that first book will
so
make
those
you
are
think, and the second book will make you
make
act.
you do.
Yeah, make you do and make you act on what you thought.
Fair enough. I am not see there are all the great ideas are out there. Okay, you just have
Yes,
to
out there.
but then
You need to be aware of those things.
my simple submission is, despite all the knowledge out there, what comes in our way to take action. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
What does it come in our way to take action?
Sorry, sir. I completely didn't get it actually.
So people will say a lot of things, na? Do this, do that. It is so
Yes, sir.
motivating. It is so motivating.
Exactly.
But still, sometimes we will not be able to do it. Na? What comes in our way?
Yeah, unless and until we can relate to the things, or we have something internally which we can, relate to the things and which we want to do. Like external motivation is always there, but the point is we need to connect it to the thing which we really want to do.
Correct.
Until and otherwise, because the motivation is always there, so in some way or other the way. But we need to have that internal or maybe that reason for doing that particular
So
thing.
you may have all the reasons. You may have perfect reasons. You may have perfect logic that this is what you need to do. But still, sometimes you may not be able to do. Na? Why?
Yes, sir. That resistance, because
Resistance.
as I don't have patience most of the time. So, what time it will take for me to get to that point or to achieve that thing? If it like feels like it will take a lot of time, then sometimes I feel like, okay, so we don't have a proper path or exactly how much time or the effort
So
it will
the
take.
proper path is not an excuse, because there is nothing like, see, even when we these days when we use Google Map, na, so
Yes, sir.
Google Map doesn't have a perfect path, or maybe it may have one path, but then it will take you, it will take you a detour.
Perfect comparison, sir. I get it.
Huh?
It's a perfect comparison. I get it, because most of the times I get confused by Google Maps, and there is no proper path, isn't?
No, they may not see. At least this is the source and this is the destination. Google Map will obviously have some navigation, but then as
yes, sir, the main point is, and I feel the dilemma whether I can do it or not, even if it takes so much time. Okay, if it takes more time than what I assumed, so even if am I going to have that regret, or like how it's going to be?
correct. There's
because
uncertainty.
we are always focusing on that end or the end goal, and focusing too much on end goal, and but just not enjoying the process every time, and just focusing too much on end goal, what I will get, the output every time. Most of the time, this thing will happen, because when we are not sure of exactly what we are trying to do, or maybe we are just trying out something new, which may or may not may or may not like it, but we are trying to figure out the ways to get more interested in that particular thing. That's what I'm doing when I just entered into the IT sector. I just want to make it more interesting, so that I don't feel like I don't have interest. I never thought of working in IT sector. These things won't work, because I'm into this, and I know that practically I just draw the line between things which I can control and things which I can't. So from there, I just got realized that it's okay. There is something even in this sector which I can relate to, and where I can find some peace and happen. This is the domain I can feel. I can enjoy the process. I can really enjoy that learning, and I can enjoy enjoy the work even if I'm getting into some role. So yeah, these are the key factors I believe.
Obviously there are a lot of questions. One can pose the questions to others, but one need to answer. Need to also find answers for oneself. See, somebody may answer something, but then it is you who need to make relation. I mean, it is who need to make sense out of it, right?
Exactly. So the first point, yeah, what I felt and what I realized is, unless and until we relate to somebody, we don't even start actually working on it like heartfully, or maybe to accept the change and to properly consciously observing where exactly we are improving and where exactly we are heading towards.
Okay, fair enough. So
Maybe
one
I'm
of
not,
the
I might not put it everything in a proper
no,
words or sentences,
you
but
are
yeah,
making perfect sense. You're not making perfect sense. No, don't think that way. See, I will only rephrase or what I'll say, whatever you're saying. See, one may have willingness to proceed. Okay, in some direction, because one may get motivated. So
yes, sir.
just having willingness doesn't it's a starting point. But I generally use a lot of rhyming or metaphors. So I say will. What comes in the way is walls. Okay,
Yes, sir.
walls of resistance. So
Completely
basically,
agree.
so basically, I represent each of these three things as three-dimensional problems. Actually, willingness may be there. Okay, walls could be external walls. Wall could be more internal walls. Actually, external walls are easier. Internal walls are difficult. So resistance.
Yeah, internal.
Always try to see what am I resisting. It's not easy, but uh, more self-observing. Observing yourself. What am I resisting? So what am I resisting? What am I kind of not ready to face completely? Because see, all of us, whatever we are dealing with in life, is due to resistance to life. If we were to accept life
Exactly.
as it comes, now, hey life, here I am, here you
Then there
are.
is any problem.
Then absolutely there is no problem. One is floating through life. Okay.
Exactly.
Look at the surfer. There is
Just let
a
it,
reason why I have
just
that.
let it be.
Look at somebody surfs over the waves. I mean, only for a brief period. But then look at how that person will be surfing. The bigger the waves, that better that guy will surf. Okay. I'm not a surfer, but okay, I'm just only relating to that. Okay. So
Sir, and you're making it best, sir. Actually,
okay,
unless, as I said,
yeah, just a minute. I have somebody else. Okay,
sure, sure, please.
Yagiyat Mishra ji, thank you for making it. By the way, Yagiyat Mishra happens to be one of my what do you call sponsors actually for this program. Is that a right word, Yagiyat Mishra ji?
No, partner.
Partner. Okay, not sponsor but partner. Okay, but Yagiyat Mishra ji knows about the will skill journey actually. Because I remember exactly 3 years ago, I didn't had a physical copy at that time, but I only had a Kindle copy. Jagir Mishraji, you happened to be the 25th customer who actually bought my copy at that time. Okay, but then he said that, okay, why don't you try to make this some kind of a ongoing ongoing community of making difference to people. And he has a huge commitment for people actually. Yagir Mishraji is like he works for one of the prestigious chip, I wouldn't say chip manufacturing company, but so yeah, I can say processors processor manufacturing company, powerful processors, that is. He's an IITian, and he's a huge commitment for by the way, this session is being recorded, Mishraji. Actually, you did the right thing to say that, okay, please record the session, because I started the session at 8 o'clock, 8:05, nobody joined. Till 8:05, nobody joined, but then I started speaking and recording. And I was trying to tell what WSC means actually. So anyway, this is an ongoing conversation which will happen. So, and I'll also make sure that, it will start at 8 o'clock and it will finish at 8:40. Last week just one person was there. At that time I did not record, but this today some more people joined. Yagir Mishraji actually is a Hindi speaking person, so I'll not be able to talk in Telugu. Although I have shown a Telugu clip and all that, to relate to WSC in a very chill way, okay, Mishraji. And it's already recorded actually. You may skip some part of it, but you will at least get the essence of it. But by the way, what I want to tell about Mishraji is that he's a huge commitment for people to improve their own resourcefulness. Yeah. So anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I would like to say that I mean everybody must read Will Skill Chill book, because when I think what Jaganji should do, he should somehow make that copy, physical copy by photocopy or what available, and send back to whomsoever join the session. Send at least the photocopy, courier to their address, because
Yes.
that's how I connect to Jaganji.
Yes,
Because
sorry for the
the way it
interruption, sir.
is.
Yes, would love to receive the book actually. Even last time in the last session I asked
No,
sir,
there's a
I would
Kindle
love
copy.
to.
There's a Kindle copy, but I'll order a 50 set of copies or whatever it is, so that I'll order means I'll print it. Okay, see, doing it in a photocopy probably is not a good way.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
because that's where sir has put his heart, so the heart has opened up. So that is how we have connected with through the book only actually. And then the way Jaganji is something whose commitment is exceptional. So he attend the long Sudarshan Kriya sessions, morning 5:30 to 7, and I think in 2.5 years how he has, he can count on just fingers he has missed. So that's the commitment. And I mean, there's a one dimension, but Will Skill Chill is about many multiple dimension which can get unlocked by the commitment. Because there are many paths, but what actually blocks is the commitment. Because see, it's not that the whatever Jaganji is following the path that suits us. There are multiple paths and dimension we have explored in our life, but somewhere that uh, key of commitment is missing, or maybe will is missing, chill is missing, or skill is missing. So there's a unlocking our own journey to infinity. That key is given through will, skill, chill. The journey is yours. The path you choose is yours. It is the key is being given, and not only giving this engine starts, right. That engine is starting that will, skill, chill. That's 5 seconds. So maybe that 5 seconds, if it is not happening, maybe it may happen in 5 months. So maybe I think that Jaganji should roll out a, yeah. I hope this weekly things goes on, and so that people get that ignition to follow their own paths. Right. Thank you, Jaganji. Yeah, I was looking forward for this kind of session. For
So
long. I was
I want to
asking him.
acknowledge the fact that you asked me to do this. So there is something called lagging indicator. There is something called leading indicator. I generally say that our thinking is leading indicator, but our actions are lagging indicators. So thinking बहुत आगे बढ़ता है, but inertia of action catches up. Results तो और भी lag करते हैं. So corporate में you get to hear this leading indicators, lagging indicators a lot. So but we got to observe that there's nothing wrong, But हमारे actions, छोटे actions, micro actions can also become leading indicators. What is something that I can do differently, as compared to last week, that itself can start giving us, better actionability.
Results. Yes, sir. Thanks for stressing on that point, and I'm really grateful to attend this session. Even thank you, Mr. Mishra sir, for joining us. Thank you, Nagaraj sir, for joining us, and because I feel
Mishra
like
ji, you'll be happy that Nagaraj is joined from Dallas actually. So he's joined from America. So, but he just
Okay.
he was in the middle of something, but then he joined only for a few minutes. But I mean, basically, the commitment is not limited to Hyderabad, India, like that.
And as sir was saying,
that's the energy you are bringing in. I can say.
So, Mishra ji,
yeah, and as Jaganji was saying, right, that action and all those things. And actually that's Jaganji has shared with me that after Will Skill Chill writing, he attended the Sudarshan Kriya and did, and he said that whatever he understood better the chill part, And I agree, because there are hundreds of thousands of things going on in our daily life, and even whatever path we do or whatever we do, things will go wrong, right? Things may not happen that way. So that's where actually chill always becomes a baseline. Like if you see a tree actually does nothing, you will see it just kind of passive. Only when the air comes, then it will, move. But the I mean, that the root does nothing, right? But root is the base. And if you see that root is just accept everything, root just chills, right? But it's somewhere it is active with a vision, with a mission. And God has gifted that inside chill, God has gifted the DNA of the tree. So we are also gifted somewhere, some big DNAs in us, right? That's where then Sudarshan Kriya and all those things, or whatever yogic practice, whatever, there is just unlocks, and that unlocking happens mostly in chill. Okay. Otherwise, we'll be bogged down by, oh, what result is lacking, my mind is not consistent, or this and that, right? So the chill part is important. Yeah. So I'll reread. Jaganji, could you, when you're couriering these photocopies, could you courier to
No,
me
no,
also?
I'll not
Send
do
to you.
photocopy. I'll do a proper reprint, but that will take some time. Or maybe I'll see.
Okay.
Let me come back to you on this. Yeah. I mean, I can do either Xerox or I can do photocopy.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah,
I'll reprint.
could you distribute that book in Ayurveda Center also? You
sure.
can put for free, no? Maybe so you can
No, free
print some thousand
free
copies.
नहीं, at least print cost लगाना पड़ेगा,
No,
because
no,
see,
no, no.
sometimes
Okay, no,
people
no.
may not appreciate free actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Donation to Ayurveda Center then.
हाँ, वो कर सकते हैं. That's fine. Anyway, so I know I said 8 to 8:40, and अभी भी मैं free Zoom session से चला रहा हूँ, but that's okay. I can change that as things picked up better. But anyway, 8:40 हो गया है, so want to stick to the time, 8 to 8:40 every Sunday. Feel free to join. Yeah, and really appreciate and acknowledge everyone for making that time. Yeah, thank you, Mishra ji.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm just standing away.
Okay, sir. Yeah.